Hey everyone, Jennifer Lee Chan here from NBC Sports Bay Area. Uh, Wednesday practice went on, and Kyle Shanahan spoke to us before, gave us a pre-practice report, which is pretty similar to what we saw on the official report that came out a little bit later. So a lot of guys still not practicing. All right, let's go to the list. It is Brock Purdy still not practicing with the toe injury. Kyle Shanahan did say he's progressing, but not practicing. Jordan Watkins with a calf out still. Ricky Pearsall, knee, still not practicing. Juwan Jennings, ankle and rib, not practicing. Now, I did see him running around with the medical staff on the side field, so it looks like he's getting better. He was kind of hopping back and forth, which is good for ankle stability testing, I would think. So he's getting there. Um, let's see. Robert Beal not practicing with an ankle injury. Alfred Collins not practicing with the knee injury. He did say on Monday that it was getting there, so I would think he probably plays this weekend, but they're just taking it easy on him. But not sure. Yetur Gross-Matos saw him in the locker room playing cards with Michael Williams and another fella. So he's probably going to be out for a while. Kyle Shanahan said hamstring injury, out for a while. Also not practicing. Trent Williams and Christian McCaffrey for vet rest days. All right, now this is where it gets a little bit better. Limited CJ West with a hand, obviously. Upton Stout limited ankle. So that was not a high ankle sprain. He was hobbling around, but he is back in practice, limited. Mac Jones limited with the oblique and the knee injury. Kevin Givens, they opened the practice window for him. He was out there with a pectoral injury. He had the pectoral injury he had during training camp. He's back out there. So they opened the practice window for him. Kalia Davis, who broke his hand on Thursday, had surgery on Friday, was out there at practice already with the club. Upton Stout, let's see. So yeah, he's back out there. Good thing, Malik Mustafa off the injury report altogether. So he's 100% full go. So Michael Williams, wrist oblique, full go. Thomas Moore said punter, he had back issues, he's a full go. Kendrick Bourne, rib injury, full go. So those are the things that were added to the list that were not in Kyle Shanahan's pre-practice report. So he doesn't really tell us who is practicing full go. He just tells us who's not when he does the Wednesday pre-practice. So um, saw Ricky Pearsall in the locker room shooting jumpers. So I would think he's getting close. Again, Kyle Shanahan said these guys are getting really close. So they did not practice today. Thursday's kind of the big one. Wednesday's kind of a lighter day. It's an installation day where they go through plays and whatnot and what they're going to use against whoever is coming up. And it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday. So it is. Let's see, Ricky, this is what he said. Brock is not a candidate for IR, so he is progressing back. I did ask him why he didn't travel to Los Angeles, and he said just with where he was. We thought when he traveled the first time, he was a little sore after it, so we just don't want him to fly and everything for that reason. That's what Kyle Shanahan said. And he said also with the other injured guys, we don't do it because it helps them to be left behind or it helps to leave them behind, is what he said. Also about, let's see, so he said Kevin Givens' window is open. This is what Malik Mustafa, the plan for him. He said, we'll ease them back in. We'll see how the week goes. No guarantee they'll be ready for Sunday, but we'll kind of start basing that off how they look today a little bit, how they look leading up to this point, but we'll see how they go. George Kittle, hopefully progressing. Hopefully, we'll have a chance for Kittle next week, just a chance, and Ben Bartches a week afterwards. He's not up next week, so potentially George Kittle. This has been worse than we thought for George Kittle, so hopefully it is next week. I did ask him about, why, but he just said I mean, if it does make Brock Purdy more sore, then yes, totally understand him not traveling down to Los Angeles, even though it's a short trip. I understand it more there than a long trip to Tampa, but I am not in charge, clearly. So this is going to be an interesting game for the 49ers because Tampa Bay is playing pretty good. They've had a lot of close games. They are also dealing with injuries as well. Not as many, their list is not as high as the 49ers, but let's see. Did not participate. Mike Evans with a hamstring. Chris Godwin, fibula, did not practice. Bucky Irving, running back, foot and shoulder, did not practice. So those are pretty big key players. Levante David, linebacker, knee, he was limited. Jamel Dean, cornerback with the hip injury, limited. And then Christian Eisen, quadricep safety, he was limited. And then Tristan Wirfs with a knee injury, he was limited as well. So Tampa Bay is dealing with their own injuries to star players as well, but they do have an explosive offense. So it's going to be a tough challenge for the 49ers to keep them in check. Baker's been playing really well. He's got a lot of knowledge. He is also pretty mobile. And the 49ers, could be down Yetur Gross-Matos. They could get Kevin Givens back. So the defensive line, moving parts. How well are they going to gel together quickly is what will be a key. But also, of course, Fred Warner, he's been a star wherever he is. But now that Malik Mustafa is back in the mix, where is he going to fit in? Is it going to be Malik? I mean, when Matt Mayoko pointed out very in the podcast that we'll be dropping tomorrow, that when Talanoa Hufanga got the go ahead to play to practice, he was 100% go. So it could be that Malik Mustafa comes in as a starter. Um, Marquez Siegel has not had the best of the last couple weeks, so Jason Pinnock is probably a step above him at this point. But do they not get Siegel reps? It's that kind of bounce. Getting him reps is going to make him better, but Jason Pinnock is probably ahead of him at this point. Jair Brown might be ahead of him at this point. It's just being a rookie in the NFL. It's going to be tough, and there's going to be ups and downs. Right now, he's not doing as great as what we've seen from him in the past, but he'll get there. He is the future of the 49ers safeties. I think they're set to have Marquise Siegel and Malik Mustafa. And, sometimes it's the guys who you're around. So it might just be that Malik Mustafa brings more out of Marquise Siegel. So we'll see what happens. That's kind of an interesting um, element to this game coming up, what we'll see. So that's the Wednesday update. Um, and again, no Brock Purdy. We didn't see him in the locker room, did not see him on the field at all. The other guys who did not practice, we did see them, around. Christian McCaffrey, we did talk to him. Trent Williams, we talked to him. The rest of the guys saw Juwan Jennings, saw Yetur Gross-Matos, saw Ricky Pearsall, but did not see Brock Purdy. So probably getting some work on his toe, not multiple toes. Let's not make it worse than it is. But we'll see how this week goes. Big practice on Thursday to kind of indicate who's going to play on Sunday and who might not. Again, Ricky Pearsall saying that there's instability in his knee makes it a little bit more questionable. But, just a knee contusion, maybe he'd be okay. So we'll see. More tomorrow, which is Thursday, and we'll talk soon. All right. Hope everybody's well. Leave questions in the comment section if you have any. Please like, subscribe, and thanks so much for watching.